Nicole, I can't stop laughing. I am Nicole Alvarez. Please welcome Vampire Weekend. What happened to the mask?
Oh.
I didn't think I could talk through it.
No, me neither. I couldn't. So
Yeah.
thank you for that.
No problem.
First of all, you guys, congratulations. You've had an amazing year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. The last time you sat down with us was at the KROQ Coachella House, and it was right before the new record came out. And you played Diane Young for us, and you played Coachella, and it was amazing. And that's when people were trying to guess about the new album. Then it came out, and now all of a sudden, all these magazines, music blogs, music lovers, you're number one as far as Rolling Stone, the best album of the year, and then everybody else here in their top 3, top 5. Did you see that coming at all?
Well, we felt great about the album, so we already knew that people liked it, but, you know, stuff like year-end lists, you really just don't know. So it's been a nice surprise.
Now let's go back to when you guys were in college. Did you guys vibe right away?
Well, we all were friends before the band started. That's like our classic line
stock phrase
about our origin story. But truthfully, we all knew each other, and we'd hang out, and we'd talk shop. I even remember before college started, I saw CT at a kind of pre-orientation event. He had long hair, and I was like, that guy seems pretty cool. He's got long hair. So, you know, going way back, we knew that maybe something might happen, you know, when we all got in a room together. And then then the band started kind of a few years later, and then we felt like a chemistry musically right away.
Was there ever a time that you guys started playing and you were like, maybe this can just be a hobby? Like, do you remember the moment that you were like, we're going to do this, we're going to commit to this 100%, and we're just going to go for broke?
There's probably everyone made their own internal decision as to when they really thought that they would feel comfortable doing that. There was probably the specific moment of when a few of us quit jobs to get a van and start touring. I remember actually just after the first practice, and this was somewhat now proven to be farsightedly correct, but at the time I had no idea what I was talking about. But I was talking to my mom, I was like, yeah, just had to practice with this band. We're pretty good. Like, we might, this might do something. I'm not going to drop out of college, but, And, something about the four of us, and I thought the skills that we each had that I knew of, and a lot that I didn't know of, seemed to work out well.
If you can go back and tell college you, if you could give college you any advice, if you could just travel back and be like, hey, this is the one thing you need to know for the future, what would that be?
Enjoy the ride.
Yes. No, it's true, because a lot of times it's so fleeting and people don't even realize it's happening, and then they look back and they're like, where did it all go? But let's look back at 2013. What have been some of your highlights besides touring with the new record and it doing so very well? What are some of the things that you're going to remember when you look back?
I think for me, played a lot of great shows, but always the hometown shows always mean a lot. And then this time we played at the Barclays Center, which is a new place, kind of all more or less by where we lived at some point. And just, having a lot of people come out in New York, family, friends, the home of my favorite basketball team, just felt really nice.
Is New York still your favorite place to play?
It's not everyone's favorite place to play.
It's my least favorite place
Really?
to play,
Why?
actually.
Why is that?
Because I spend the whole time being stressed. I forgot to put like a friend
So-and-so on the
or an
list.
old-
Okay,
yeah,
that makes total sense.
I lose sleep for weeks leading up to it, so it's my least favorite.
Is there anywhere that intimidates you guys as far as like maybe foreign countries?
Not really. We're basically never scared of anything.
You look like you have a lot of fun, and I think that's part of the reason that we all love you so much is it's always such a good energy, and I've seen you, 3 or 4 times this year, and every single time you've knocked it out of the ballpark.
Oh, thank you.
And I really mean that. What's your proudest moment on the record, or the song that you think you're most attached to?
Boy,
it's a really good album. Like, I think from
Thanks.
beginning, it's one of those from beginning to end. So to pick a favorite is hard, but because you guys are the ones that put it out there, I was wondering if there's one that maybe means the most to all of you.
Well, at various times, like every song kind of feels like the most special or your favorite. Definitely one standout is the song Yahe, which I think I've come to appreciate even more as we've played it live, because it's one of those songs that it's not one of our fastest songs. It's kind of mid-tempo. It's like kind of got a groove, but no matter when we play it, even when we played it before people knew it, something always happens. Like by the end, people start to like learn the song or they get into it, and so that always feels like a big moment in the show. So that's definitely one of my favorites to perform.
Okay, cool. What about you guys?
I agree with everything he just said.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very nice. Now, as far as when you look back on 2013, do you have a favorite show that stands out? or something
I already
that
answered,
happened,
so y'all can take this.
or something that maybe happened along the way that was so
Lollapalooza.
ridiculous. Really? Oh, I was there too.
Yeah, the crowd was really awesome. Also, a guy got tackled.
On stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Usually we kind of know how the show is going to go when we get on stage, but that was one time where I had no idea that was going to happen.
I know your fans are very, very passionate and they travel well, but have you ever encountered the crazy fan?
A crazy fan. Sometimes people write crazy stuff on Twitter, but I think they're just kind of having fun. What's the craziest fan we have? I mean, we have people get on stage, but that's not crazy. They're just trying to have a good time.
That's very rock and roll.
Yeah, I feel bad for them when they get tackled by security. It's not really their fault. No, thankfully, all of our fans are crazy in a good way.
When you look forward to 2014, what do you see down the road? Is there anything on the bucket list that you guys want to do individually and as a band?
Have any of us seen the bucket list yet?
I actually haven't, and I've always wanted to.
Yeah, so that's
on all of our.
That's a pretty good.
That's for next year.
That's
Okay.
a good tour bus movie.
Okay, and then with that said, when you play your own shows, obviously everything goes into that. But when you play shows like this, how do you approach it? You play a festival or a radio show. As far as set lists and mood, is it less nerve-wracking?
Well, we don't play quite as long, so that makes it a little bit easier. Try to make a set list that kind of like highlights all the different albums. I mean, definitely you have to have a different mentality coming in. You're going to be seeing a lot of different bands backstage, so you have to have a confidence, be prepared to mad dog people and show them that they can't intimidate you. Because it's not every day. When we play our own shows, we kind of keep to ourselves, but here, you don't know. You might see Kings of Leon walking down the hallway, and you can't let them think that they're better than you or that you're somebody that can be pushed around.
I like where you're going with this. I just wanted to say again, you guys, this year has been amazing for you. The album is perfection. It was just like when all the planets aligned and then this album came out. And I know so many people who were fans of Vampire Weekend, but after this record, they're like true believers, which is really awesome. So congratulations. It's been a hell of a ride. And like you said, you just got to enjoy it. So thank you very much for being part of our KROQ Acoustic Christmas family. Ladies and gentlemen, Vampire Weekend.